Peace, love, and light, everyone, and welcome to Bahagaya Tarot, where we not only just do tarot card readings, we have discussions based on intuitive insights that I get from Spirit and the universe. So I like talking about topics and issues that are part of everyday problems in everyday life. I don't want my page to just be a tarot page where we have just tarot only, pick a card only. I do like just having a variety of channeled messages straight from source through me for you. And what I do is I just channel, and if I feel the urge to pick a card, I have my decks here with me. I have some channel messages here with me. So depends on the message and what spirit or source wants me to talk about. I will just intuitively grab a deck, shuffle, and you know how the thing go, right? So let's start. The first topic that I would like to start out with is something that kind of hits close to home for me. I'm speaking about depression. And why I chose to talk about this topic as my first face video with you guys is I've known someone close to me, many people close to me, who have had depression. I've dealt with depression. I've dealt with suicidal thoughts, hurting myself back in my former years. And I recently spoke with someone who is actually in the process of this depression. And she asked me for some advice and some help on how to manage and deal with it. So I gave her some advice, I gave her some tips, and she said, it's insightful. She believes that it will work. She's going to give it a try. So based on that, I'm just like, you know what? This is what my first topic should be about. Depression. Now, depression is a normal thing, a normal problem that a lot of humans on this planet face. And it can be diagnosed scientifically. I'm not even sure how it's diagnosed, but I do feel like a lot of depression and issues like that stem from the spiritual realm, as in it is a spiritually based issue. I find that people who are spiritually inclined but don't know it or do not act upon it have bouts of depression, bouts of psychological issues, especially depression. You feel like most of the time you feel like you don't belong. Nothing is right, nothing is going right, everything is just not how you feel it should be. It's because you have your own perception and thought and idea of how either your life should be, the world should be, others should be. And when they don't line up to your expectations, it creates depression. Sometimes depression just happens out of nowhere and people can't understand or explain why all of a sudden, wow, they're just depressed, they're just in a mood. You need to put up a spiritual barrier, honestly. If you see me scratching my nose a lot, it happens when I'm in sync or in tune with source. You need a barrier of spiritual protection because you are sensitive. You can pick up on things that others cannot. You perceive what others don't. You feel what others don't. A lot of people who are battling with issues like this are empaths and spiritually aware psychics, individuals, mediums who just don't know how to handle or deal with this high intensive level of awareness. How do you help yourself in a situation like this? I know a lot of people are not prone to psychologists. A lot of people don't want to take meds. I don't blame you. I do believe getting a life coach, talking to a life coach can help with a lot of your issues, especially one who is spiritually based, who can understand that there is no logic to why I feel the way I do, why I am such a wreck out of nowhere. I can't understand it. But like I say, having someone who is spiritually inclined to talk to, life coach, therapist, can help A, Lord, and if not, you can come to my channel. Now, my friend, what I told her to do is when you're calm, when you're in a good mood, when you're in a good place, make 2 lists. One list, I want you to write down everything that makes you happy externally, everything that makes you proud, everything that you love brings you joy externally. You can, in that case, this would be your children, if you have them, your pets, family members, painting, if you love to paint, a sport, an activity, a hobby, anything, walking in nature, going to the park, going to the beach. That's external of you. That brings you joy, that brings you comfort. You love it. That is list one. List two, I want you to write all the things that you love and that brings you joy about yourself on this list. This is, I think I have the most beautiful smile, my personality. I'm a great friend. Um, I think I'm an awesome actress. I am a great singer. Everything about yourself that makes you proud, that you love, write on list two. And what these are going to be is your anchors. Now, your list doesn't have to be short, it doesn't have to be long. Your list is yours. However much stuff you want to put on it, on that list, that is your list. You make it however long you want to make it. It can be either digital or handwritten. I personally love handwritten because I feel like it is a lot more personal. That is something that you were just, it's just more personal. Writing in general is just more personal. And like I said, these will be your anchors. And I would like if you wrote it in a book or on a piece of paper, try to keep this item with you at all times. Because like those who have been depressed knows that it doesn't have a scheduled time. Every time at 3 o'clock I'm gonna get. Sometimes it does. But for those who don't know whenever the depression is going to hit you, keep these items on you. And what I told my friend is after you've already made your list in your book or whatever, just keep them on you. And whenever you're feeling these bouts of depression, when you start to feel them coming on or it's full blown, go to your list. And what I want you to do is find a spot somewhere private, somewhere you won't be bothered, even if you can't be in private. And I want you to read your list aloud. It doesn't have to be like shouting it, just aloud, out of your mouth. There's power in writing, there's power in speaking. And when you combine both of those, you can manifest so much things. You can manifest calmness over yourself. Now, when, for example, my list says, I love going to the beach. It keeps me calm. I love my family. I'm going to use those two as an example. When you are saying this, you're not just going to say, I love going to the beach. No. You have to say it with intent. When you say it, take deep, slow breaths as much as you can. Not with your chest, but with your diaphragms. When you inhale, extend the belly, then your diaphragm. Don't breathe with your lungs. So let me give you an example. I love going to the beach. And when you say it, I want you to visualize this beach. Visualize the things that are on your list. Then you move on. I love my family. See, the power of visualization and the power of breathing. These things are known to calm down the mind, the body, and the soul. This is a surefire way to help with situations like that. With breathing, it's a form of meditation. You're saying the words out loud. It's a form of manifestation. So you're manifesting and breathing in calmness to your troubled mind or soul. So that is one of the ways that I advise my friend in the moment when you're having one of your dark moments. I call it when you're in a dark place, when you're having a dark moment. Go to your list. Slowly, intentionally manifest this calmness. What you're doing is basically triggering your body and your soul to remember the good things in life, the things that you should be grateful for, the things that you are grateful for. But right now in this moment, your darkness is just overshadowing these things. These are things that you are already grateful for, you're happy for, that makes you happy. But in your moment of darkness, you don't remember these things. We don't seem to remember these things when we're going through our dark night of the soul moments. So all this is reminding self and soul of the things that we appreciate and cherish, that makes life worth it, that makes life worth living. And in doing so, you're actually acclimating it into the body. You're not just sitting there thinking about it, you're speaking it, you're breathing it, you're envisioning it. And that's giving yourself, your soul, your psyche power to overcome the darkness. Tarot for you guys. Like I say, this will apply to whenever you are watching. This is the message that you need to hear right now. Right now. So don't mind if you see the video is old as hell. What you're going through is not old. Like I said, I set the intention that it will apply whenever you are viewing. Oh, all right. Message as the viewer who's watching this video need to hear. It's called the Chooses deck. It's just one card I'm getting. Two. That's two. First card is freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. There's no such thing as coincidence, people. It's all synchronicity. The fact that this is a video about happiness and depression and creating and calming and making your own world a better place. This card shows up. You have the power and free will to create your own happiness. No matter how dark it may seem in the moment, you are the only one who can pull yourself out of that light. And all it takes is reminding yourself of what makes you happy. Why am I happy? When I have moments of happiness, what is it? What is that source? Myself along with the external things around me. And for our second card, we have discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. It's up to you at certain points in your life to decide whether to take action or just to continue being a victim of your feelings and mental issues and mental woes. All right, let's see what other messages the universe has towards our depression. Any messages from the uni? Got one. I only want one card from this deck. We have root chakra, holistic health. Now, holistic health would be tarot reading, Reiki healing, meditation, yoga, those things, energy healing, things along the line of the non-traditional, everyday medicinal uses for conditions. So this is telling you to get grounded. I believe meditation, like just sitting down and meditating as well, will help with depression and anxiety and XYZ, stuff like that. Okay, focusing on your root chakra helps to keep you grounded, keeps you feeling safe and secure. That is the purpose of the root chakra. Help keep you grounded, safe, safety, security, strength. So when you're root chakra needs attention, it's easier to slip into depression and anxiety, XYZ. So focus on your security, your strength. Use those lists that I told you about as your anchors to anchor you down into the here and now, into the joys of life, into the positivity of life, and into what makes you the best you can be and that you know you can be. All right, guys, that is all I have for you right now. I promise the next video will be a lot better, a little bit longer, but please like, subscribe, and tune in if you like what you've experienced so far, and share the video, tell a friend, and hopefully I will see you next week or week after. Bye.